Right, I'm sorry about that. It's I'm back to part 2. Now what I've done is I've dried this tag, and I'm now going. I've done the bird cage, so that's done ready. I was just working on the butterfly, which is this one, and I've used the Distress ink, which is the Dusty Concord for the background. I've used the royal purple in the stays on just to go over the edges a little bit, leaving the centre pale. And I stamped it using my big stamp that my husband bought me, so which I absolutely adore. And what I'm going to do now is just decorate this, because I haven't got any more of those butterflies, Janet. You know those butterflies you cut me, Janet? I've used them. Absolutely gorgeous, love them all. But sorry. Well, at least they got used. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just coating this one with some of this. No, I'm not going to use that glitter. I brushed it on, didn't I? I'm going to use the stickles today, I think. I'll give it a coat of clear to start with. Use some clear embossing powder on it. There we go, here's the clear. Just have to put the gold back a minute. Excuse me. Oops. Just going to wipe that out, because so I must have something sticking in the bottom of my tub. There we go. Use that. Dry stick. And then what I'm going to do to that, like I say, is use the stickles. I'm just going to go up over the wing like that. You don't need too much on. I can still see the fine detail, and I haven't quite finished with that just yet. Put that to one side, and just leave that to dry slightly, just for a few minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background of this, which is the background of the tag. Again, taking my, and I've used the butterfly one, just taking my inks, really much about the centre of that because it's going to be covered anyway. I'm not really going to see this part, but I just like to edge, you know, just in case you can see anything. That's fine like that. The only thing I'm going to do now with that is I'm just going to slip this in here and use my purple glimmer mist just to give it a bit of glam. Take that out. It just gives that pearlised effect. Heat set it through the back. Just going to take my little fairy. Oh, just ignore me. Oh, dearie me. I'm just adding a touch of colour to okay, to the dress. Like that. Oh dear, I'm getting worse. What I've got to do is to make sure that you can actually see her face. That's perfect. So to that I'm just going to add, oops, a touch of glue. Just move it around with my finger because I just need to get her in the right place. Not quite in the right place, so I'm just move her over a bit. Like that. Perfect, I think. Yeah. So all I'm going to do now is attach the bird cage. Really quick like that. I'm going to add her to the tag. I'm going to place it where I'd actually done that before. Oh, come on, glue, don't play up this morning. Oh, I've done it upside down, silly cow. Never mind, all we need to do is cut the bottom off. I was going by the thing on the, never mind. It's done anyway. Put the hole in the top. I'm going to trim this down a little bit anyway. Just putting a hole in the top. So you get the eyelet. That's the only thing I didn't get out, I think. You can use this little flower one. Plot that in the end. And then what I'm going to do is go around the edges. I could have done that first, but because I'm not sure where I want my bird cage, then I have to, you know, plan on it. So what we're going to do now is use the ferro, and I'll just get my brush. And it's just like a flat-ended dauber brush. And then I'm just going to put some here. And that's all I'm going to do. But while that is wet, oops, baby, sort that brush straight away because it actually doesn't take long for it to set. But while that is wet, I'll take my tray and just glitter that up. Like that. Heat that up. It's not quite glittery enough for me, so I'm just going to take my dauber, okay, and I'm just going to, just in certain areas, glam it up a bit more. Pop this back into the tub. And then redo this. And that's that. I'm just going to pop the glitter away now. Excuse me. Put that to one side a minute, because the one thing I want to do next is the flower. And again, I'm just going to use the StazOn, the Distress ink. And I'm just going to use a touch of the